So obviously guys, got a raw workout for you today. Now I need to preface with this. You will never ever catch me dead wearing jeans in the gym ever again. Especially in opening hours. But it's after hours, it's late. And yeah, basically what the story is behind these is I had a first aid training course today. And I come back from it to work. And literally the whole rest of my shifts are from 5 until 9:30. The gym's just been so busy. And all I've had is people just talking to me at the desk. Literally from 5 till 9:30, I haven't left the desk at all. So now is the only time I've found to train. And I thought, what better time than to film it and do a raw workout. So yeah, I got the jeans on. I was wearing a t-shirt which had some product placement which I can't include in the video, so I had to chuck a Real Steel hood sweatshirt on, which is too big for me, so it's an XL. I would normally be a large, so yeah, it looks a little bit like I'm wearing a dress and jeans, and yeah, so I'm violating about 10 different gym crimes here, but like I said, this is a raw workout. That's kind of the whole point, so we're just going to roll with it. So currently just warming up for bench press. I won't speak during my set because that would be super annoying and you're going to hear my breathing. So just going to crack on. Now ideally, when I slam those weights back, and just grab some more weights. When I slam those weights back, it's I'm kind of hearing out for a just solid clang, rather than a like boom boom. Because obviously when you hear like this side clang first and that side, it kind of indicates that you're not as straight as you should be. Now this could mean that the bench isn't straight, which is throwing my back off, or it could mean that I'm not sat straight and that my shoulders aren't fully set back. So I'm just going to kind of have a bit of a jimmy of the bench a little bit. So that seems a bit straighter, so hopefully now I won't be confused. Done a lot of boxing the last couple of days, so my shoulders, my delts are super sore. So on that last set then, all I could hear at the bottom was just bare clicking. So do a warm up a little bit. Normally my warm up is normally just the first exercise I do, but just lighter. So normally I may do a couple sets on the bar if it's cold, just one if it's warm. And then I'll just kind of work my way up to my working set, which today on the bench press is going to be a top set of, I'm estimating 100 kilo, although it's been a while since I pushed 100 kilo. And last time I did it, I weighed about 10 kilo more. So we'll see today. Probably not the best time for me to test it when there's nobody in the gym to help me, but at least you guys can see it. So for your guys' entertainment, if I drop it on myself. But now I think I got 100 at least for one. And I know, you know, by YouTube numbers, that might not be the most impressive thing. But like I said, these are raw, honest workouts. I'm not the biggest guy. I have been training for a long time, but I'm not the biggest guy. I never have been. I weigh, I believe, around 76, 77 kilo at the moment. Although at the boxing gym the other day, I weighed myself and it had me as 79 kilos. So I'm not sure. But my weight scales here, I think, are a bit more accurate because they're like the big, proper, old school. I'll clip it. I'll clip a thing of it in here so you guys can see. So yeah, another warm-up set. So we've got 60 kilo on here. Okay. And you'll see why I'm going up in tens aside in a minute. You hear that slam? that sounded way better. So obviously, just had to straighten the bench out a little bit because it was throwing me off. So I'll grab some more weight here. I want to try smash this workout in about 45 minutes because it's getting late, and the time it is now, which is 10 past 10, I believe. Is it 10 past 10? Can't read the time. Yeah, 5 past 10, sorry. And I have to get up at 4:30 a.m. and come and open the gym up for about 5:15. So the later I leave it, obviously, you know, the less sleep I'm going to get. So, and I still need to eat my tea and everything. So just want to try smash this workout, get it done. I also apologise about my breathing. If it's really bad, I'll just cut it out. Literally just because I'm a little bit stuffy. So I've got asthma. So my breathing's sometimes not the best, but we push through. $80 kilo on the bar. I'm not gonna overdo it. I'm just gonna go for 6 reps on this one. Another warm-up set. So since my cut, that just feels so much heavier. On my bulk, that was literally so easy, but we move. Right, so the last 10 aside to make it 100 kilo. Like I said, I try my best not to compare myself to others on social media and stuff, because it's easy to do. I mean, bloody hell, you've got like 15-year-olds now benching, you know, like 140. I mean, we have a 17-year-old lad in my gym and he can do 150 for like 3 reps on the bench press. I mean, he's massive. He's a big lad. I mean, he's got to weigh about 100 kilo. He's a big lad. So, but I mean, it's still very impressive. But yeah, try not to compare yourself. Obviously, everyone's different. Everyone peaks at different times. Everybody progresses at different times. So yeah, I'm just going to grab a water. So I've just spent the last like 5 minutes. Number one, I had to blow my nose. Number two, I spent the last like 5 minutes trying to look for some liquid chalk. And I don't know where the hell it's got. I've literally just seen it. As I just said that, I've literally just seen it. It's in the funniest place. That's so weird. It's literally in the window, so I swear I looked there. Anyway, so there's a little bit of liquid chalk here. So I was going to say, you know, I'd have to do my set without, but luckily I don't, because it makes a big difference for a nice grip on the bar. Especially because right now I'm going to be pushing myself with the weight. Like I said, not sure if I'm going to fully get it or not. But worst case, I can just roll it off myself. It's only 100 kilos, so we'll see. So liquid chalk on. We'll get it. Even if it's just for one, and even if it's the most horrendous form, we'll get it, okay? Even if I've got to hip thrust it up a little bit. Don't particularly want to do, but it is what it is. I'd rather that than die. So, but yeah, we're going to get 100 kilo, and then this is going to be a drop set. Like I said, old school, raw training. It's going to be one big drop set, and then we'll figure out what we're doing after. So that's what I've loaded up with 10s, okay? Nice. 10 strips off each side. And then we'll go as many as we can. I exerted a lot of energy on that last one, so we'll see. Oh, go for one more. Yeah. Come on. Come on. And after that, the chest pump you get is insane. Just from doing that one set. Ooh, that's tough. So now after that, I'm going to drop down to 60 kilo, and I'm just going to do a couple set. I'm going to do one set of pause reps. I'm going to take these off. So normally I would actually take these off on the 50 kilo, but on the 40 kilo, but I just kind of zoned in a bit there. But it's good not to keep your wrist wraps on too long, otherwise just the circulation and stuff goes, and it feels horrendous. So yeah, you definitely want to give your forearms a breather. I don't really tense forearms anyway. I've always had like decently quite big forearms, but they get really tense. They get filled with a lot of blood and they kind of cramp up quite a lot. So yeah, it's good to take off your wrist wraps in between and just give your arms a little bit of a rest. So for this set, I don't think I'll wear them, to be fair. I'm just gonna jump in a minute. So the idea for this set is I just want to get as many pause reps as I can. I'll be happy with 8 to 10 pause reps on 60, and then we're going to move on to the next exercise. So, and I believe now I've probably had about a 2-minute rest, and then we're jumping straight back in. So it was a lot of volume, it was a lot of reps. So 2 minutes, you need a little bit longer in between. Ooh. One more. One more. That was tough. But you see how there I didn't rest it on my chest from the pause reps. I literally left it maybe like an inch or so off my chest just to keep more tension, and so that, yeah, so basically just so I didn't lose the tension, because it's very easy at the bottom to kind of just let it rest on your chest, and then your chest gets a bit of a break then. So yeah, just trying to keep that tension. I know it's different when I obviously went through the reps with the last set, but that was more just about sheer volume and intensity and getting the blood in the muscle, getting your heart rate up. So yeah. The only problem is with loading it with the bloody 10s is, number one, it looks like you're just being a massive ego lifter. Number two, you got to put all the weights away. It's a pain. So yeah. Next exercise, incline dumbbell. So incline dumbbell, not my most favourite exercise, I'm not gonna lie, but definitely an exercise I need to get better at. So yeah, I always preach, you know, you've got to try and do the exercises that maybe you don't particularly love, but that you know kind of do the benefits. So I'm just going to do a quick couple sets with some lighter weight real quick. And then the goal will be 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps with a decent amount of weight. These feel really good after doing the flat press. You just feel it in your chest so much. Sore though. Already, I can already tell I'm going to eat tomorrow. That's literally it. And then I'll do the same now, straight in with 15s, and then we'll jump straight into the working then. And I'll put my wrist wraps on again for the top set, or for the top sets. So for the working sets, I'm literally going to grab. So normally, to be honest with you, I would go 20s, especially after doing a hard set like that. I might go 25s, to be honest with you, but because I went so hard on the flat bench, I'm aware that I'm going to be a little bit weaker than normal. So normally, my comfort kind of zone would be to go 20s. I'm going to go 22.5s because I know that, you know, my comfortable weight is 20, so I want to push myself out a little bit. So I'm going to go 22s. So I know I might not get the higher range, I might not get the 10 reps, but I'm pretty confident I'll get the 8 at least. So like I said, you've got to push yourself out your comfort zone a little bit, you know, even if it's just that little difference, which is what this is really. Like I said, I know it's not a lot of weight. I know it's not, you know, crazy weight, but it's not all about the weight. It's just about progressing and pushing yourself each session. So yeah, I feel like my breathing's really bad, but you'd be surprised. Like, I know people like rip people like Sam Sulek and stuff off for their breathing, but I bet you if you mic'd yourself up and you were trying to talk to a camera and you were training doing a session, I bet your breathing would be rubbish too. I bet you'd be like, wow, I sound really out of breath, I'm really unfit. And yeah, pretty much. So yeah, 22.5s. Let's see how we go on. There's more now. Ooh. Oh, fucking hell. Ooh, 12. I'm gassed. 12 reps. I was only thinking I would get 8, so 12 is good. Oh, I'm knackered. I need a second. So I'm going to stick at those for. Do I stick at those? I'm going to stick at those for today. See if I can get another 2 sets of 12, or you know, I don't know. I'm aware by that third set how much it can drop down by, so I'm aware it could possibly drop to 8 reps. So sometimes you just need a minute. At the end, I'm going to do a bit of a physique update as well. I'm going to do one more exercise after this that I film at least anyway, because I've got to get going for in the morning. But yeah, sometimes when you like own your own business, or say if you're someone who's busy with family life, you got kids, I don't know, you've obviously got a missus, quite high maintenance or whatever, like you've got a busy lifestyle. Sometimes you just got to do what you can. Sometimes you've got to fit in what you can do. And I genuinely think as long as you're pushing yourself, as long as the intensity is high, you could do 2 or 3 exercises and you'll grow from that and you'll make progress from that. Like I said, tonight I've only got time for 3 exercises, so which to be fair actually aids my boxing a little bit more, because weights and boxing don't really go hand in hand, so it has been affecting my boxing performance a bit lately, but I just love the weights so much that I can't really miss it out. And you know, obviously I want my physique to look as the best it can, and I've only started feeling like it's looking pretty decent lately, so I don't want to fall off now. I want to keep it up as best I can. So with that being said, another set. We jump into this one, and then after this we're going to finish with some chest flies. So we do it old school style. We're going to do it with dumbbells because I like chest flies. But we're just going to do a couple sets on the chest flies. I think the incline is pretty important right now, and we'll do the chest flies as just like a bit of an accessory at the end. We did 2 working sets on bench, 3 working sets on incline, and then another 2 with flies. So that's 7 working sets altogether on one muscle group, which is about enough, I think. I don't think you want much less than that, but then at the same time, actually, I don't think you want much more than that. I think keep it below 10, keep it above 5, and you're in a good rep range, really. Ooh. Oh, fucking hell. So was that like 9? So I can tell I'm getting fatigued now. I would normally drop it down, but for this next set I'm going to keep it the same because I feel like with a decent rest I should be able to get the same, I'm hoping, at least. So yeah. And bear in mind, no excuses at all, but normally would be pre-workout, would be music, yeah, would normally be pre-workout and music right now, but it's too late for pre. I did debate a non-stim, but I decided against it, so I had to be a little bit smarter than normal. And no music, I don't want anything copyrighted, so but that's fine. You guys are my pre-workout today because I felt like sometimes you feel like when you're filming yourself you need to push out a little bit more. This is pretty much a normal workout for me, to be fair, is this kind of level. So I know some people train extreme. I have to blur that out. But some people train extremely hard, especially when the camera's rolling and stuff. This is me just giving a kind of insight into how I train, how I work out. Sometimes I do mad drop set shit like I did on the first exercise. Sometimes I do more you know, traditional sets like I'm doing now. And then yeah, sometimes I do cluster sets, drop sets. I quite like pyramid sets. I do all sorts. I quite like stuff that keeps my heart rate high. So actually this kind of traditional style I don't like as much. I kind of like a bit of a challenge, but that's just, I don't know, maybe somebody who's quite like, you know, always needs kind of stimulation, which is what I'm kind of like. So I don't know, but then I like the powerlifting stuff. I like the heavy stuff. So deadlifts are going really well. Do deadlifts every Sunday. I think on my next deadlift day I'm going to try and get a video, because even if I just put music over it or put some sound over it, and you know, but I just want to show you guys what we do for deadlifts, because yeah, me and my training partner love doing deadlifts. It's our favourite thing. So yeah, take you guys along for the ride. Just need one more minute. What do you guys think of incline dumbbell? Like I said, it's not my favourite, but I just know I need to get better at it. Yeah, don't know what it is I don't like about it. I think it's the stability that I struggle with a little bit, but that's okay. Right, last set then. We want to get fucking 8 again, come on. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, come on, 8, come on, oh, fucking hell, fuck's sake. I could just feel the fatigue setting in then. On that 7th rep, I could just feel it just going. Woo! But like I said, I could be down lots of things today. Haven't eaten the most today. I think I'm literally on like 1,000, I don't know, 1,400 calories maybe. At a push, maybe less. And you got to think it's 10:30 in the evening. Or it could be no pre, lack of sleep, all these things factor in. But like I said, actually I over thought what I was going to do. So I should be happy, to be fair. Right, 2 sets of we'll do flat flies. flat flies. Oh, come on, you do heavier than that. Fucking hell. This is what I'm saying. It's so easy to fall into routine of doing a lighter weight, but you got to push yourself a little bit. So go a bit heavier. Sorry, my throat is ruined. I gotta get water quickly. Right, so flat flies. I've just gone and got myself a. I'm gonna move you guys over a bit actually. Right, so I just third and final exercise for today's session. I just went and got myself some electrolytes. These are the. Oh, sorry. These are unreal. These are the Hydro something by EHP Labs. Really good stuff. I'm going to put a picture on the screen so you guys can see it. Highly recommend. Not a sponsor, but just highly recommend it. It's they're like the nicest tasting electrolytes I've ever had. And yeah, hopefully they're going to get me through this last couple of sets. So yeah, let's try to get that Arnold depth on these if we can. Those are what are going to hurt in the morning. Fuck. They're a killer. So good. And if you've got that range of motion and you can come all the way back, then they're just the best exercise, really, honestly, for your chest. Oh my God. That's a killer. Absolute killer. It's good though. Yeah, I mean, I was having a discussion with one of the lads in the gym today, and we were literally saying, like, Arnold still, to this day, has, like, one of the best chest developments out of any bodybuilder. And you got to think how much bigger some of the guys these days kind of outsize him by. You know, and instead his chest was just ginormous and just so round and full all the time. And of course he advocated for these. I don't see a lot of people doing them anymore. I'm not saying that's the reason his chest looks so great. It's obviously genetics, but some exercise selection will probably play a role in it. Right, straight in, let's go. Might be last set. See how we feel. Oh. Ah, come on, a little more. Ooh. Oh, fuck. Come on. Oh, fuck. Alright, that'll do. That'll do. Flick to a quick physique update for you guys. It's a physique update for you guys. Hopefully it shows okay on the camera. So yeah, I feel like I'm looking decently full. We're getting there at least anyway.